Welcome to Sports Sunday. I'm Brooke Grimsley. Since it's the holidays, we won't have Blues Weekly tonight or next weekend, but there's still plenty to talk about with the Blues. Friday night, the Blues closing out their longest road trip of the season in Las Vegas. They came close to leaving Sin City with 2 extra points, but a late call kept that from happening. A back-and-forth game between the Golden Knights and Blues went down to the wire. The Blues held a late lead, but a weird hooking call on Brandon Saad led to a Chandler Stevenson's game-tying goal with about a minute and a half left. Then the Golden Knights went on to win the shootout, leading to the 5-4 victory against the Blues. The Blues didn't get the win, but they will bring back a point with them, but they preferred to walk away with both points.
Yeah, it's frustrating. That was a tough call there. I don't think it's a penalty, and happens though. Right there in the kill. It's tough to do the goal and the penalty kill. It's we're in the lane for the shot and it hits the back of that and right on their tape, and it's just we were right there. We had it. Thought we did some good things tonight. Yeah, it's frustrating. We need the points. And we need 2. It's just frustrating we didn't get both tonight.
While the Blues were away, Enterprise Center transformed into a basketball court for the annual Bragging Rights game between number 16 ranked Illinois and Mizzou. Everyone was expecting it to be an exciting game, but I don't think anyone predicted the outcome. News 4's Brian Kennedy explains why.
The Bragging Rights are headed back to Columbia. The trophy's headed there too. On Thursday night, the Tigers left little doubt in their annual rivalry game against Illinois. Mizzou beating the 16th ranked Illini in a rout, 93-71. What made the difference? Defense. Tigers forcing 16 turnovers and scoring 33 points off those turnovers. Head coach Dennis Gates says it's all about the execution.
We're trying to figure out ways to sort of execute the game plan and how we were going to attack them, but also how we were going to defend. I thought our team was connected going into it, as connected as we had been for the UCF game, so it's excellent to see back-to-back games our guys execute a game plan.
The man of the night, Kobe Brown. He did it all, finishing with 31 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals. He was everywhere. He was also 3 of 4 from 3. Brown is actually now shooting 40% from 3 on the season. He shot 20% last season. Yeah, it's just a slight improvement. He, though, says he's put in the work.
Ever since, really the end of last season, it's really been a big focal point of mine. In high school, I was a great shooter. I just didn't make a lot of shots my first couple years, but just confidence, just having that confidence to know my teammates want me to shoot the ball. My coach wants me to shoot the ball. He gets on me when I don't shoot the ball. So just having that backbone, it's hard to miss when you have so much confidence behind you.
On the other side, the Illini just seemed out of sorts. Hard to believe this is the same team who beat an 8th-ranked UCLA team and a 2nd-ranked Texas team both this season. After the loss, Brad Underwood took full responsibility for the loss. One thing this team, he says, is missing: toughness.
It's ultimately on me. And, tonight it went beyond that, okay? And this group doesn't have my footprint yet. Toughness. If you ask anybody in this league or the Big Ten about what I am, it's toughness. And how many times we got our ball taken tonight? Just got our ball taken. And it's toughness to be able to execute, and it's toughness and discipline to be able to guard.
Underwood has some time to try and build that toughness. Illini are back in action on the 29th against Bethune-Cookman. Mizzou tips off SEC play against Kentucky Wednesday at home. For News 4 Sports, I'm Brian Kennedy.
Speaking of Mizzou, the Tigers football team trying to pick up their first bowl win of the Eli Drinkwitz era, but Wake Forest put up 13 unanswered points, stifling Mizzou's offense. The Demon Deacons would go on to win the Gasparilla Bowl 27-17. The Tigers finishing their 2022 campaign with a 6-7 record. At the end of year 3, head coach Eli Drinkwitz still without a winning record as Mizzou's head coach. Also, he's now 0-2 in bowl games. After the game, Drinkwitz, though, was proud of the fight that his team showed.
Obviously disappointed with the result, especially as hard as our team played. Thought our guys fought, and I just didn't do enough to give ourselves a chance to win tonight, and that's on me. I was really proud of the way we came back and scored, I think, to take the lead in the third quarter. At the end of the day, we got to score in the fourth quarter, and we didn't do that, and it was my responsibility.
This past week, a day young lives changed across the nation. Early National Signing Day. Athletes in the St. Louis area and around the nation signing with their future schools. Over at CBC, 6 football players heading to play at the next level. Tyler Gant to Northwestern, Josh Gregory to Cincinnati, Jeremiah Love to Notre Dame, and Lucas McAllister to Indiana State, Michael Thiessen to Missouri State, and Dylan Van to Western Illinois. Love and Gant both ready for that next step.
I can't wait to fully embrace it. Like when I was making my college decision, education was the number one thing on my mind. And when I got that opportunity from Northwestern, I just couldn't pass it up.
It feels great, relieved. It's finally over. The process is over. So I can get some time to focus on actually improving myself, improving my game. So I'm pretty sad that it's over, but it's a good thing.
Over in the City of Champions, East St. Louis, with 5 putting ink to paper, officially committing to their future schools. Antoine Hayden and Braden Henderson going to Illinois, and Keyshawn Hayden heading to Chippewa, and Paris Patterson over to Arkansas. Patterson is one of the top offensive linemen in Illinois for the 2023 class. He's excited to join the Hogs and continue to learn how to call the Hogs too.
Like the program, we didn't have as good as a year as we planned, but we hope to turn things around next year, and I just like what they're doing with the program, and hopefully I can contribute to that.
Have you learned how to call the Hogs yet?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm still a little rusty, so I have to get more practice when I'm down there.
At Cardinal Ritter, the state champs with 4 officially committing to their future schools. Frederick Moore to Michigan, Dallas Johnson and Ryan Boyd to Missouri State. And finally, Marvin Burks Jr. to Mizzou. The Tigers got Burks to flip from Ole Miss over to Mizzou.
I just felt like that was the best decision for me and my family, and I got a great relationship with those coaches and the players on the team. So it's a better feeling, like just knowing you're going somewhere on the next level that just really feel like home, and just being able to go out there and compete. You're gonna always feel better when it got a home feeling. Going somewhere else and it doesn't really feel like home, you're not gonna kind of play to your max potential.
Next, we head to DeSmet. 3 athletes officially heading to play college ball. Christian Gray, the 5th-ranked player in the state, is heading to Notre Dame. Mac Markway, the 7th-ranked player, is heading to LSU. And Elijah Thomas is heading to New Mexico State. Gray is happy to be taking that next step and heading to South Bend.
This is a phenomenal day. It's a real blessing of God. And I know I made my grandpa proud because this was his favorite school, too, Notre Dame. And I know our recruiting class made history today, too.
Coming up on Sports Sunday, we go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to see why many of the Cardinals players are making a pit stop to the Baseball Performance Lab.